Hello everyone and welcome. I have a brand new Elegant Themes tutorial, and in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to set up Bloom with Convertkit to grow your email list. So I'll be showing you how to set it up and also how to integrate it with Convertkit. Okay, so let's get started. So if you've bought Divi or you're a Divi member, you are going to get this Bloom plugin absolutely free. It's part of your membership. Let's first start off by logging into Elegant Themes. So here I'm on elegantthemes.com, click on login. So I'm automatically logged in because I had logged in earlier on. What you want to do here is to scroll down until you see Bloom. So click on download and that will download onto your computer. Now I've already downloaded this plugin onto my computer. So I'm going to come over here and let's install this. So here on my website, I'm logged into my WordPress admin dashboard. I'm going to come over here to plugins, click on add new. On the top here, you click on upload plugin and then choose file. So this is my downloads folder. I'm going to scroll all the way down here until I find my plugin, and here it is. It's called Bloom. So we click that, click open, and then all you have to do is to click install and activate. So once you've done that, you will see an entry here on the left, and you can see here it says Bloom. So next you need to click on opt-in forms, and this is where you get to add your opt-in forms. Now it's very straightforward. Click on new opt-in. There are several ways to grow your mailing list. You can do it either using pop-ups, a fly-in, you can add an opt-in below the post, inline, and so on. So for the sake of this example, I'm just going to show you how to create a basic pop-up. So let's select pop-up. So we can give this a name and let's call this test. And then email provider. Now this is the step which is very important. You need to be signed up to an email provider. Now there are several out there. There is MailChimp, Aweber, Infusionsoft, but my favorite one, or the one I use most of the time, is Convertkit. And by the way, I've used MailChimp and so on, and all these other Aweber opt-ins. But Convertkit seems to be very easy and straightforward. And if you'd like to try it out, I would leave a link in the show notes below. Okay, so I'm going to select my email provider, and it's Convertkit as I mentioned. So I'm going to come over here, select it. My account is showing here because I've already entered my API keys, but for now I'm just going to show you where to find those API keys. So I'm just going to say add account. So you can see here it's saying add account. So this is where now you need to get to add your account name. So I'm just going to call this Mac. Right, so API key and secret key. Okay, so these two are very important. Come over here to your Convertkit account. So before you go to your API keys, you need to create a form first, because you need to make sure that the people that sign up onto that pop-up go to a particular form. So to create that, you just need to come here to forms. And then on the bottom here, choose create form. So I normally just go with form, and I can just use this one here. So you can come over here and customize this, but I mean, we won't be using this actual form because the idea here is to use Bloom. So all we need here is this integration part with Convertkit. So you don't need to worry about designing this. So once you've created it, that's all you need to do. Just go ahead and save. So every time someone then subscribes onto this form, they get added here to the list of subscribers. So you can see here, this is where they'll show. So for example, here we have 0 visitors and 0 subscribers, but this is where everything will show. Okay, let me show you how to add your API key. So come over here to the top right, click on account settings. So you can see here, this is the API key, and the secret key is right here. So all you need to do is to click on show, and then it just shows. So this is what you need to add over here, API key and secret. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I've already added my account. So all I have to do here is to select it. So I've gone through the whole process of adding my API key and my secret key. So select email list. So this is where you can choose your email list. So I could say, right, okay, Makita clients, click on design your opt-in. So that's the next stage. So I'm just going to choose any template here. So what you then do is, with this template, you can add all the text or information that you need in that opt-in. So once you've selected it, scroll all the way down here to the bottom and then click on customize. Right, so this is where you get to add your information. So here you can see it says join our mailing list to receive the latest news, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. And to add your image URL, let's say you want to add a custom image, this is where you'd come and upload it. And then for your styling options, this is where you add your background color, the type of font you need to use. And the form setup, again, this is where you can, add your text for the button. So if you want to say subscribe or download now, depending on how you've set up your opt-in. Okay, and then finally here you can choose the style, and how it needs to look. Again, you can just choose the one that you need. And you can also add a success message. So let's say someone has subscribed. What message you want to show? Do you want to say thank you for subscribing and then do something else? So this is the place where you need to add that. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to leave everything as it is and then click on display settings. So this is where you get to set up how you want this pop-up to be displayed. So you can trigger it after someone comments. You can trigger after someone purchases. So it just depends on how your site has been set up. So this is quite important, and I would recommend that you try these out and see which one has the best results. Okay, so here on display on, you can actually choose or opt this to, or set it up to open on the home page only or on the post only. So you can have several pop-ups. So one pop-up could be maybe on the main home page, and then the rest can be on your post. So it's all up to you how you set this up. Okay, and then finally, let's go to the success action. So this is where now you can leave your success message that I mentioned earlier on, or you can redirect people to go to a specific page. Now, I recommend this because you can actually add more information on that page. So you can give them information, an offer, or anything that you want. So this is where you click this drop down and click on redirect to URL. And this is the page that you'd link to. So ideally, you want to have to create this page first before you get to this stage. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. Okay, so I'm just going to take this back to success message, save and exit. Now, here's something that's very important here. Now, you can see here that I have two opt-ins. So I have this one here that I just went through with you, and this is one I created earlier on. So if you come onto this one here, if you can go to our stats, we can actually see that this is the area that will be populated by how many signups you've had in the week or in the month or in the last 12 months. It just depends. And also here, it can show you your conversion rate, which is good. So let's say 100 people have visited your site, it will show it here. And if one opt-ins, that means it's 1% conversion rate, which is great to see right here, on your page. So by seeing those stats, you can then tweak your pop-up to maybe change the message to get better conversion rates. Okay, but this is a very nice way of displaying this. And also here, you can clear the stats if you want to, or you can refresh the stats. And several things that you can do with this. But the most important thing is you can see everything right before your eyes, and it's easier for you now to start tweaking. Now, I have to really emphasize this. It's very, very important for you to build your mailing list because it makes your marketing easier. It makes you create rapport with people that come to your website and subscribe. So you can create a community pretty much based on this. So every time you produce videos, you produce tutorials, it's very easy for you to email your subscribers to let them know what's going on. And it's just a nice way of communicating with your clients or your potential clients. Okay, so before I finalize this video, I have a free course. It's called WordPress Mastery. If you're brand new to web design and you'd like to learn how to design websites, you can access this course absolutely free. I will leave the link in the comments box below. And finally, if you haven't bought Divi, you could use my affiliate link below. By doing that, I'll really appreciate it. And also, as I mentioned earlier on, sign up for this free course and learn how to design your websites. Okay, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments box below. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, see you soon.